Now in this session we are going to see the spring constant to determine the spring constant for the springs connected in series and parallel. Now we can show the demonstration and experimental part in this session. Now the name of the experiment is spring constant in series and parallel combination. Now the aim of the experiment is to determine the spring constant in series and parallel combination. Now the apparatus. We need two springs, weight hanger with weights up to 300 grams, stand to hold the spring and meter scale. This is the experimental setup that is required. Next, what is the formula that we are using here is Hooke's law. We know that F is equal to minus Kx, where F is a force acting downward in newtons and X is the extension produced and K is the spring constant. The series combination is 1 by K equivalent is equal to 1 by K1 plus 1 by K2. K1 and K2 are the spring constant for the spring 1 and spring 2. If you connect the two springs in series having the constants of K1 and K2 for the springs S1 and S2 respectively, then 1 by K equivalent is equal to 1 by K1 plus 1 by K2. Now in the parallel combination, if the two springs are connected in parallel combination, then we have K1 and K2 is the spring constants of individual springs S1 and S2. In the parallel, when they are connected in parallel, K equivalent is nothing but the sum of the individual springs, that is K1 and K2. K1 is the spring constant for spring 1 and K2 is the spring constant for the spring 2. Now we can see here in the diagram, individual, this is the spring, and how the diagram when the springs are connected in series is one below the other. If the two springs are connected like this, one below the other, it is a connection in, and the two springs are connected in series. And here these two springs are here which are connected in this way, in this manner, it is parallel. It is just like a resistance in series is how they are connected in series. If the resistors are connected in series, this is the way, and if the resistors are connected in parallel, this is the way. Similarly, the same way, when the two springs are connected one below the other, it is connected in series. If they are connected one side by side, it is parallel combination. So this is called as a parallel combination of the springs, and this is a series combination of the springs. Now how to do the experimental part. Fix the given spring to a rigid support on the stand. Add the slotted weight at the other end. You can weight, there is a hook over here. To this hook you can keep on add the weights 50 grams each. And note down the displacement using the meter scale. That means for the first spring, for the spring 1, the upper end of the spring should be fixed to the stand, and to the lower end keep on adding the 50 grams weight with the hanger. If you put a weight of 50 grams over here, the spring gets displaced and the amount of displacement can be noted down using the meter scale. Now once using the meter scale, you measure the amount of displacement. Now increase the weights in steps of 50 grams and tabulate the readings. Increase the weight of 50 grams. First 50 grams you have added. Now again add one more 50 grams and measure the displacement. Like that, keep on adding the weights and note down the corresponding displacements. Like that, first spring for until 250 grams and the second spring note down with the 250 grams. And when the two springs are connected in series, again keep on adding the weights over here, 50 grams, 100 grams, 150 grams, 200 grams and 250 grams. Note down the corresponding displacements and tabulate the readings. Now we will see how the tabulations are done. You can see for the spring 1, this is the tabular column. For the spring 1, initially add 50 grams, that is converted into kgs, so it is 0.050 grams, and note down the corresponding displacement in meters over here. Add another 50 grams, that becomes total weight is nothing but 100 grams, that is 0.100. Note down the corresponding displacement. Similarly, increase the grams, that increase the grams in steps of 50 grams. Keep on adding 50 grams weight and note down the displacement in meters. 150 grams, 200 grams and 250 grams. Note down the corresponding displacements. Here we have noted down the corresponding displacement. Now here displacement corresponding to 50 grams. Now here we have noted down the first value and again you are adding 50 grams and noted the second value. So this first value will be blank. Remove, keep this as dash or nil, nothing should be written over here. Now the difference of these two readings, that means this is the initial value, this is the final value. For that is why we have written displacement corresponding to 50 grams means for initial and final position you have to make the difference of these two, write the value over here, that is the displacement for 50 grams. Similarly, the difference of these two, 100 and 150, you have to put it over here. Next, difference of these two, 150 and 200, write it over here, and 200 to 250 you will be getting here. So you will be getting, when you take 5 readings, you will be getting 4 readings over here. Take the average of these 4 readings here as x1. Now substitute average x1 into this equation. We know that F is equal to K into X. This is for spring 1. So F1 is equal to K1 into X, where K1 is equal to F1 by X1. F1 is nothing but F is equal to M into G. Here mass is nothing but 50 grams. So 0.05 into G value is 9.8 by X1. X1 is nothing but the average displacement for 50 grams corresponding to 50 grams. For 5 values tabulated here on the serial number, here 5 values. First value we are ignoring because the difference of final and initial, so you are getting 4 values. Take the average of X and substitute the average X value over here, and you will be getting the value of K here. So substituting the value average X value into this equation, you will be getting the spring constant K1 for spring 1. So K1 has been determined using this step. Similarly, another spring, we have taken 2 springs. So keep the second spring, hang the second spring to the stand. Keep on adding the weights of 50 grams. Note down the corresponding displacement. And here, as said, displacement corresponding to 50 grams. First part will be 0. The difference of these two in meters is nothing but this column has to be filled, and the difference of 100 and 150 comes over here, and the difference of 150 to 200 will be over here, and the difference of 200 to 250 will be written over here. Again, for 5 tabulated readings, you will be getting the 4 values of displacement corresponding to 50 grams. Take the average of the 4, it will be x2 over here, so average x2 is written over here. So this average x2 for the spring 2, F2 is equal to K2 into x2, or K2 is equal to F2 by x2. So F is nothing but M into G, M is nothing but 0.05 into 9.8 divided by x2, average value of x2. Substitute, find the value of K2 for the spring 2, that is spring constant for the second spring is nothing but K2. Now next is the spring constant when the 2 springs are connected in series. As I told you before how to connect the springs in series, one below the other, and this procedure is repeated with again 50 grams increasing the weights of 50 grams. So mass is in 1 kg, mass is in 50 grams. So again the same experiment is repeated when the 2 springs are connected. Keep on adding the 50 grams, note down the corresponding displacement, find out the displacement corresponding to 50 grams. 5 values, you will get 4 values. Take the average of Sx, that is when the springs are connected in series. Substitute that value over here. K is nothing but Fs into X. Fs is nothing but the force when the springs are connected in series. So this average value substituted over here, and note down this value. And in the previous you have found out the spring constant of K1 and K2. Since from theory we know that Ks is equal to K1 K2 by K1 plus K2. That is nothing but K1 K2 by K1 plus K2. So here it is nothing but K1 K2. So that the spring constant K1 K2 is nothing, K1 K2 by K1 plus K2 is nothing but the values this one and this one should be the same, because when the springs are connected we have seen experimentally, and here we are connecting. This is a theoretical value. This K1 and K2 are the individual spring constant K1 and K2. Substituting the values, you will be getting this. These two values becomes equal. Now continue the same procedure when the springs are connected in parallel. Connect the springs in parallel and keep on adding the weights. Note down the corresponding displacement. Do these values. Substitute in the formula XP and you will be getting the value over here. This value should be the same as when the theoretically Kp is equal to K1 plus K2, that is that individual spring, sum of the two individual springs which I have found out. So the two values should be the same. And the result, we are determining the spring constant of a given material springs. We have K1, K2, and the spring constant of series combination is Ks for the experiment and Ks from the theory, experimentally and theoretical value. So here also in the parallel combination. And the demonstration of this experiment can be, you can see the demonstration in the description box in this. Thank you.